Most brands overcomplicate their ad accounts during Q4 and it's costing them scale. In this video, I'll show you the structure that I have been using for the past 5 years during Q4 so you can implement it yourself and generate better results for your brand during the most important time of the year. Common mistakes that brands do: they have too many campaigns, they don't have clear exclusions, they rely too much on retargeting, and they don't have a ton of creatives. The ad structure is going to be very simple, so we're going to be looking into consolidating things. You should have exactly 4 campaigns. The first campaign is going to be testing. That's obviously where you're going to be testing your creative concepts. The second campaign is going to be prospecting / scaling, so whatever works in your testing campaign, you can duplicate it into your scaling campaign. You're going to have a retargeting campaign, which is going to be targeting people who have visited your website but did not purchase, engaged with you on social media but did not purchase. They have also joined your email list but have not purchased again. And the last campaign will be specifically for retention, so targeting only existing customers. Budget wise, you should be spending 30% of your total budget in your testing campaigns, 40% in your scaling campaigns, 20% into your retargeting, and 10% into your retention campaigns. And obviously this is going to be the initial structure, so as ads start performing, you can start scaling and the percentages will vary. Now, a couple of tips for each individual campaign. When it comes to testing, retargeting, and retention ads, I usually just drop them into their specific campaigns and I test there. For your testing campaigns, you also need to make sure you have solid exclusions, like exclude people who have visited your site, exclude your existing customers, and exclude people who have engaged with you on social media. Also, when you have new iterations of the ad, add it into the respective testing ad set, and you can scale both horizontally and vertically. When it comes to your scaling campaign, obviously have your exclusions there as well. Exclude website visitors, exclude social media engagers, and exclude your purchasers. Whatever works into the testing campaign, besides scaling it into its own ad set, you need to duplicate it and add it to the scaling campaign, which is going to be Advantage Plus, which I have found Advantage Plus to be working the best. Moving on to retargeting. Retargeting is going to be only people who have visited your website, people who are in your email list but have not purchased yet, and people who have engaged with you on social media, and exclude your existing customers. There, what you can test different offers, you can test different creatives, and you can test different copy, obviously. When it comes to your retention campaign, that's where you're going to test mainly offers and creatives and push more on it. This is where you're going to have the lowest budget out of all your campaigns, just because the audience is way too small compared to the others. Now, the next thing is key adjustments that you need to make in your campaigns during Q4. First and most important, you need to have scaling rules. You need to find out your break-even new customer ROAS and blended ROAS, and if you're achieving above those targets, that means you can scale. Q4 is the time where people are shopping, where people are ready to buy, so you need to have your scaling targets, monitor them on a daily basis, and scale whenever you have the chance. You also need to be aggressively testing creatives, especially during October and beginning of November, because during Black Friday and Cyber Monday, I personally recommend testing as little as possible and just focusing on what's working. Using this structure, we have been able to scale all of our clients during Q4 and specifically Black Friday and Cyber Monday, so I know the structure works and you're gonna get good results with it. And that's about it. I know it was a very short video. If you found value in this, like and subscribe to my channel. It really helps me out get these videos out there. And if you need help with your Black Friday and Cyber Monday strategy or during Q4 in general, there's gonna be a link in the description below where you can book a call with me and we're gonna help you out. And yeah, thank you very much for your time. If you need anything, drop them in the comments below and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.